Hamilton outpaces Leclerc in their latest test. Mercedes is fearing Ferrari's 2026 engine, and Red Bull speaks out on firing Perez. Do consider subbing to the channel. Let's get into the latest F1 news. Lewis Hamilton is a name that resonates deeply within the world of Formula One, and as we dive into the latest buzz surrounding him, we find that despite some critique regarding his speed, he remains a formidable contender for an 8th World Championship. Recent discussions have highlighted Hamilton's change in performance dynamics. Former F1 driver Karan Chandhok weighed in on this topic, suggesting that while Hamilton may not be as quick as the rising star Charles Leclerc during qualifications, he still possesses the quality and experience that could lead him to another title. Leclerc has made quite a name for himself, emerging as one of the finest qualifiers in the sport today. However, it's important to note that Hamilton boasts an unparalleled number of pole positions, firmly holding the record in Formula One history. This history and expertise cannot be overlooked, even as Hamilton adjusts to a changing competitive landscape. Last season revealed some challenges for Hamilton. He was outqualified 19-5 by teammate George Russell, illustrating a stark contrast in their performances. Yet, amidst these numbers, both drivers managed to secure 2 race victories each, proving that teamwork and strategy can still yield impressive results, even if the team lagged behind in the Constructors' Championship standings. At the age of 40, Hamilton's recent record shows just 1 pole position in the last 3 seasons, achieved at the 2023 Hungarian Grand Prix. This can largely be attributed to Mercedes not consistently battling at the front, which has affected their overall standings. Despite these challenges, Hamilton's racing form hints at a return to his legendary prowess. Chandhok emphasized that during races, Hamilton still brings a performance closer to the famed magic we associate with him. Chandhok expressed optimism in Hamilton's potential comeback in the title race. He noted that if Ferrari can deliver a competitive car, Hamilton has the drive and skill necessary to contend. As he embarks on this new chapter with Ferrari, there's a general consensus that his arrival will inject fresh energy into the team dynamics. As we analyze the current climate surrounding Hamilton, it becomes clear that despite the whispers of him losing some edge in qualifying speed, his capability remains intact. Chandhok succinctly put it, while Hamilton might not be as fast as he once was nor as quick as Leclerc now, he undeniably still possesses the potential to vie for an 8th championship, provided he has the right tools at his disposal. All eyes will be on Hamilton this season, as fans and critics alike eagerly await to see if he can defy the odds and return to the pinnacle of Formula One once more. Lewis Hamilton made a triumphant return to the podium with his first race victory since 2021 at the British Grand Prix last July. It was an emotional moment not just for Hamilton, but for fans around the world, as he secured his remarkable 104th career win in what became a thrilling and unpredictable race. The excitement was palpable on race day, with numerous competitors vying for the top spot in varying weather conditions. Formula One commentator Karun Chandhok described the event as a highlight of the year. He recalled how, during the race, he found himself in a state of suspense. "I have no idea who's going to win this race," he commented, clearly captivated by the tense battle unfolding on track. Among the standout performances, Hamilton's last stint was nothing short of extraordinary. Chandhok noted that only a few drivers like Hamilton, Max Verstappen, or Fernando Alonso possess the ability to perform at such a high level. "The magic is still there on a Sunday," he added, underscoring Hamilton's continuing prowess in the sport. In more recent news, Hamilton has been spotted behind the wheel of Ferrari for the first time, igniting a wave of excitement. Meanwhile, Ferrari has launched an official merchandise line featuring Hamilton caps and t-shirts, inviting fans to gear up ahead of the new season. On the flip side of the coin, there were some challenges too. Charles Leclerc faced setbacks in his practice sessions after a crash involving Hamilton, which resulted in lost track time. In a sentimental gesture, Hamilton left behind a parting gift for his Mercedes team at the Brackley HQ as he embarks on his new journey. Fans are keen to see how this chapter unfolds for the 7-time world champion. With anticipation building for the upcoming races and Hamilton's evolving presence within F1, All eyes will be on him as he navigates this new landscape. Will he reclaim his crown and cement his legacy further? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, the magic of Lewis Hamilton is far from diminished. Christian Horner recently opened up about the challenging season faced by Sergio Perez and the decisions made by Red Bull Racing. At the start of the 2024 season, Perez displayed an impressive performance, securing a strong second place in the standings. His early consistency was vital for Red Bull, particularly as they sought to build momentum in the Constructors' Championship. However, his fortunes took a drastic turn after the Miami Grand Prix, where he had accumulated 103 points in the initial 6 races. Following that high point, Perez's scoring dropped significantly, adding only 49 points over the remaining 18 races, ultimately leading to a disappointing 6th-place finish as his best result. This decline in form came at a crucial time for Red Bull, as the team's once commanding lead in the Constructors' Championship evaporated. Despite Max Verstappen's impressive tally of 437 points, leading to another Drivers' Championship, Red Bull ultimately finished 3rd, overtaken by both McLaren and Ferrari. In the midst of this downturn, there was speculation regarding a potential mid-season driver change. Red Bull considered making a switch after the Belgian Grand Prix, with Daniel Ricciardo and Liam Lawson seen as leading candidates to replace Perez. The team weighed their options carefully, particularly favoring Ricciardo due to his experience. Many within Red Bull believed a driver change could potentially reinvigorate their championship prospects for the remainder of the season. Despite this potential for change, Red Bull decided against it, opting instead to support Perez in overcoming his struggles. Team principal Christian Horner reflected on this decision, acknowledging how easy it is to assess situations in hindsight. He expressed uncertainty about how a different driver in the RB20 might have performed, emphasizing that it's impossible to predict how each driver would have adapted in the car. Horner noted that while Perez had a strong start, finishing 2nd in Bahrain, Jeddah, and demonstrating speed in Japan, his performance dwindled significantly from Monte Carlo onward. This downturn cost Red Bull valuable points at a critical juncture in the season. In the aftermath of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, Red Bull and Sergio Perez parted ways, agreeing to buy out the remainder of his contract. Despite this, Perez is expected to remain connected with Red Bull in an ambassadorial role, participating in showruns globally. This situation has left many pondering whether a driver switch earlier in the season could have impacted the championship outcome. With Red Bull having both the pace and ability to win races, many fans and analysts are left to speculate. Could the team have clinched the Constructors' Championship with a different driver in the RB20? As Horner concludes, "It's always easy to look with hindsight, reminding fans and team members alike of the challenges faced in competitive racing, where every decision counts." The story of Sergio Perez serves as a compelling reminder of the ups and downs in Formula One and how quickly fortunes can change on the track. As we dive deeper into the dynamics of Red Bull Racing, Christian Horner acknowledges the significant challenges the team faced this season. 3rd in the Constructors' Championship with the points lost is very disappointing, he admits, hinting at the vast gaps created in the standings due to unresolved issues. The team invested considerable effort, particularly with Sergio Perez, to address these shortcomings, but the results weren't in their favor. Horner further emphasizes the importance of loyalty in the sport. Red Bull stands by Perez, noting his contributions over the past 4 years. In 2023, he finished 2nd in the World Championship and secured 5 wins, which played a crucial role in their constructors' successes in both 2022 and 2023. "We really wanted to try and help turn his year around," Horner expressed, reflecting the team's commitment to seeing their driver succeed. Despite the best intentions, the anticipated turnaround didn't come to fruition, leading to a bittersweet narrative for Perez and the team. Horner's sentiments portray a dual struggle, wanting to support a loyal driver while simultaneously grappling with the harsh realities of results-driven racing. As we shift gears, another intriguing topic arises in Horner's discussions: the potential threat from McLaren. Acknowledging the lessons learned from their 2024 performances, he admits that missed opportunities may give McLaren the edge if they're not careful. The anticipation grows for how the dynamics of team performances will shift in the upcoming season. In a more exciting realm, the possibility of Lewis Hamilton donning a Ferrari creates ripples in the paddock. Horner describes it as box office, highlighting the dramatic narrative an iconic driver in a legendary car would bring to the sport. Such developments could reshape the landscape of Formula One, drawing in both casual viewers and die-hard fans. As we look ahead to the future of F1, it's essential to keep an eye on the evolving relationships and rivalries within teams. With new regulations on the horizon for 2025, questions about the performance of different teams loom large, each poised to make its mark. Stay tuned as we continue to cover the exhilarating world of Formula One here on our channel, bringing you all the latest insights and updates from the track. In the world of Formula One, the dynamics between drivers can often shift rapidly, especially with the ongoing changes in teams and technology. Today, we're diving into the intriguing relationship between George Russell and Valtteri Bottas as they gear up for the F1 2025 season, with a particular focus on the secrets of Ferrari's powerful engine. George Russell and Valtteri Bottas are set to reunite at Mercedes, but this time, the stakes are higher than ever. Russell is eager to tap into Bottas' extensive experience, particularly his insights into the Ferrari engine. After spending time as a reserve driver at Mercedes, Bottas' return offers a wealth of knowledge that Russell intends to leverage as they navigate this new chapter in their careers. Bottas isn't just coming back as a driver, he is stepping into a coaching role, filling a significant gap left by Lewis Hamilton's move to Ferrari. This transition introduces an exciting new dynamic, especially with the young talent Andrea Kimi Antonelli stepping up as Russell's new teammate. Toto Wolff, Mercedes team principal, believes Bottas will be instrumental in helping Antonelli hone his skills, turning his inexperience into an advantage for the team. Speaking of transitions, Lewis Hamilton's move to Ferrari has been a hot topic in the motorsport community and surely adds an extra layer of complexity for Russell and Bottas. Hamilton's departure signifies a new era for Mercedes, and Russell acknowledges the importance of Bottas' unique perspective from his time with a Ferrari engine during his years at Sauber. Reflecting on their rivalry, Russell's journey to where he is now has not been without its challenges. He and Bottas had a memorable clash during the 2021 Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, a race that highlighted the competitive tension and excitement that defines F1. However, Russell believes that past rivalries can be set aside for the greater good of the team. Now, with Bottas' presence at Mercedes, Russell is excited about the potential this collaboration brings. He stated, "Having someone with so much simulator and racing knowledge and who fully knows the team is going to be great. This perspective is critical as they head into the season, where performance will depend heavily on the synergy between drivers and their understanding of the technology at play." The key takeaway for Russell is the need to keep an open mindset towards what other teams, particularly Ferrari, are doing. Gaining insights from Bottas, who has first-hand experience with the Ferrari power unit, could provide Russell a competitive advantage on the track. Hearing about his last few years at Sauber with the Ferrari engine could be key too, he added, emphasizing the value of learning from those who have faced the competition head-on. In this new era for Mercedes, where adaptations are necessary to stay competitive, the collaboration between Russell and Bottas may just be what the team needs to regain their footing. As they embark on this season, keep an eye out for how they implement these strategies and insights, and whether they can make waves in the ever-competitive world of Formula One. Stay tuned as we continue to follow these developments and bring you more on the 2025 F1 season. George Russell is moving into an exciting new chapter at Mercedes as he welcomes his new teammate, Andrea Kimi Antonelli. This partnership sets the stage for a fresh dynamic within the team, especially following last season's ups and downs. Fans are eager to see how they will work together and build on the momentum for the upcoming season. In another interesting twist, George's crash at the Australian GP last year sparked discussions about significant changes for the 2025 F1 regulations. This incident highlighted crucial areas for improvement, which teams will need to address to enhance safety and performance on the track. As the season approaches, all eyes will be on how these changes unfold and impact the competitors. Meanwhile, Valtteri Bottas, who has been a prominent figure in the F1 landscape, finds himself at a crossroads as he transitions from Sauber to a reserve role with Mercedes for the F1 2025 season. Bottas's journey in F1 has been a roller coaster. He recently reflected on his time at Sauber, admitting that joining the team was a big mistake. Despite an optimistic beginning, the loss of team principal Fred Vasseur turned things around, leading to struggles in performance and momentum. Bottas candidly expressed that if he could turn back time, he would have chosen a different path. Looking at the bigger picture, this reshuffling of drivers and teams hints at an ever-evolving landscape in Formula One. As veteran drivers like Bottas adjust to new roles, younger talents like Antonelli are stepping into the spotlight, showcasing the sport's commitment to nurturing new talent while keeping seasoned drivers active in competitive environments. With the 2025 regulations and new driver pairings, the anticipation for the upcoming season is building. Questions around these shifts promise to keep fans engaged and speculating. What can we expect from George Russell and his new teammate, and how will Bottas fit into his new role? Time will tell, and the countdown to the 2025 racing season is officially on. Be sure to subscribe for all the latest updates and insights into the thrilling world of Formula One. Lewis Hamilton recently made headlines as he returned to the Ferrari camp, taking the wheel of the SF23 at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. This outing was part of Pirelli's tire testing duties, where he went up against his teammate, Charles Leclerc. In this blind tire test, Hamilton managed to outpace Leclerc slightly, although it was McLaren's Lando Norris who ultimately topped the charts. After a quick session at Fiorano, Hamilton's experience in the Ferrari started to ramp up. He, alongside Leclerc, embarked on a 3-day testing journey in Barcelona. However, the smooth execution of the plan encountered a few bumps along the way. During the second day of testing, Hamilton faced an unfortunate incident at turn 12, which led to a crash, damaging the car's bodywork and suspension. This incident not only interrupted Hamilton's run, but also meant Leclerc had to forego his scheduled afternoon session. By the third day, Ferrari brought in reserve driver Antonio Giovinazzi and driver academy member Dino Beganovic to pilot the SF23, while Leclerc and Hamilton prepared for another round of testing. The two drivers returned to action on the following Tuesday with Ferrari's latest project, the SF24, focusing on Pirelli's 2026 tire compounds. In a competitive setup, Lando Norris set a blistering pace in his McLaren MCL 60, clocking in at 115.21 over an impressive 159 laps. Hamilton, not far behind, achieved a personal best of 115.93c, completing 87 laps, edging out Leclerc by a narrow margin of just 0.13 seconds. Leclerc managed 86 laps, showcasing a tightly lined-up performance from the Ferrari duo. All teams were operating modified versions of their cars, stripped of about 20% downforce to simulate the forthcoming adjustments required under the new regulations coming into effect in 2026. This change marks one of the biggest shifts F1 has seen, with new chassis and power unit rules being implemented. As we watch the preparations unfold for the next era of Formula One, Hamilton's transition into the Ferrari fold presents a thrilling narrative filled with competitive spirit and potential growth. With key tasks ahead for Hamilton as he integrates into the team dynamics, fans are eager to witness what this partnership will bring in the upcoming seasons. Stay tuned as we follow Lewis Hamilton and his journey with Ferrari, featuring insights and updates that will keep you in the loop with this exciting chapter of Formula One history. As we dive deeper into Hamilton's transition to Ferrari, there's no denying the excitement surrounding his merchandise launch. Ferrari has officially opened pre-orders for exclusive Lewis Hamilton caps and t-shirts. This move signals not only a new era for Hamilton, but also a fresh chapter for Ferrari fans who are eager to support their new star driver. In an interesting twist, Hamilton's recent crash caused some unintended consequences for his new teammate, Charles Leclerc. The incident led to Leclerc losing valuable track time. It raises questions about how the dynamic between the two drivers will play out this season. With Hamilton coming off a challenging qualifying round against George Russell, where he faced a significant defeat, can he turn things around against Leclerc? The race is on, and there's a lot at stake. While Hamilton aims for success with Ferrari, he's also making headlines off the track. Recently, he left a heartfelt gift for his Mercedes team at the Brackley HQ, a gesture that shows his appreciation for the years spent with the team. This speaks volumes about his character and the relationships he's built in the paddock. As fans, we'll be keeping an eye on how Hamilton adapts to this new environment while continuing to chase greatness. His journey is sure to bring thrilling performances and unexpected moments that we can't wait to witness. So, what does the future hold for Lewis Hamilton and Ferrari? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure, the stage is set for what could be a historic season. Stay tuned as we cover every twist and turn of this captivating story in Formula One.